Hey guys, it's Brianna from KVRX. It is Friday of Chaos and Tejas, and we're here at the Beauty Ballroom. I'm joined by...
Randy from No Age.
And
Dean from No Age.
It's been a little bit over a year since last time you guys played here in Austin, and I think since then you've been literally around the world and back, it seems like. And definitely. And I think maybe just a few months after you guys played here, you opened a few shows for the Foo Fighters. Is this true?
One show where we opened for the Foo Fighters in England. It was us, Band of Horses, CeeLo Green, and Foo Fighters at Wembley Stadium. That makes sense.
Wembley Stadium, that's crazy.
Or Wembley Arena.
Wembley Arena.
Yeah.
How did that happen, first of all?
The magazine NME, it was their awards presentation. I think they were giving Dave Grohl the Godlike Genius Award.
Of course.
You know, as you do, and so they thought it would be a good idea to put us on there.
And you guys have been playing a lot of festivals and stuff recently too, so maybe it's not too big of a change, maybe you're used to it, but how does your music, because you're known for playing smaller venues, so how does your music translate to big stages like that?
Not very well. No, I think, sometimes we're able to make that translation work, but other times, especially in that case, I think it was, 20,000 people, something like that. It was just insane. They threw us on there, we played, and I don't even know. There was the kids' faces. I remember there was a few in front, and most of the kids were just like, "What is this?
Why are you playing?
Yeah.
We want Dave Grohl."
Yeah. I'd like to think that would happen to any band opening for the Foo Fighters, but we've played some big festivals, and usually, I think when we first started doing it, it was difficult for us to figure out the transition, but now I think we got it down pretty good.
A little more recently, I think maybe just in March, you guys did kind of a small tour of college campuses. What made you guys decide to do specifically college campuses?
Yeah, we wanted to avoid big cities and just play smaller ones, and it was really neat because a lot of people hadn't seen us and were like, why are you playing in Lancaster? Why are you playing in Waltham? I don't know. Why not? Why play in Philadelphia? And they're like, our town sucks. It's cool you're here. Thanks. Yeah.
On the topic of college, something that's being talked about a lot here in Austin, at least around our radio station, and I'm sure around the country, a lot of college radio stations are closing down and are having to sell their frequencies. And I was wondering how you guys feel about this. Do you guys feel a lot of support from these kind of stations? Or I don't know if you guys were ever involved with it yourself or community radio, but do you have anything maybe to say about that?
College radio for us has been an awesome experience, I feel like, and just historically, college radio is what played music from the underground. It wasn't commercial radio, and that's why it was always amazing. And, for us as young people growing up, we listened to college radio like KSPC in Pomona, the Pomona Claremont Colleges was the one that was close to me that I listened to, and found out about so much music when I was young. And then KXLU out in Los Angeles at Lower Marymount is kind of, this legendary, awesome, college radio station. So I don't know. You need to make money, but not at the cost of cutting out college radio. If we're going to a show,
Also, I'd like to plug our radio show. We do have a radio show on K-Chung in Chinatown. It's 2 watts. How many watts is it? It only broadcasts on the street that it's on, but you can get it online too. kchung.org. We're on Thursdays at 10. We usually we missed this week, so we had someone fill in, but we usually get in there and talk shit, have people on, and make goofballs of ourselves.
Yeah. I think radio still is vital and important to hear about music, because you can read about it on a blog or look at pictures. But I think, music it's like I don't know, it's something you listen to, and you take it with you in your car or in your Walkman or whatever. But all that stuff goes to internet things. But when I was in college, I did have a radio show at 6 a.m. And again, it was super low wattage. I think our school had done that it was a private school, so I think they had sold off the bandwidth in the 70s. So ours was just super small, and I ended up just making mixtapes for my girlfriend at the time. Because I knew no one was hearing it. Some kid would call up from the dorms, and it was 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. It was super early, and some kid would call up hey, can you play some Dave Matthews? And I was like, no.
You guys also recently got back from spending a little time in Eastern Asia? Yeah.
We went to Japan. We played in Tokyo. We went to Taiwan. Played in Taipei. Then we went to South Korea and played in Busan and Seoul. And oh boy.
Yeah, I just zoned out.
Let me tell you about Seoul. Well, the shows were great. A lot of expats live in Seoul and Busan.
You should give a commercial for teaching English.
If you guys, when you finish college and you don't know what to do, and you feel like teaching English somewhere, it seems that South Korea, Seoul and Busan, I think anywhere really, because we had a friend that was in a small little village, but they hook it up for you. You go out there, teach English. They give you an apartment. They pay you, from what I understand, quite a bit of money. You can live comfortably for a year. Most people we knew out there, that's all they were doing. So it was surprising. We'd never been there, but I thought there must have been some sort of, I don't know, maybe I was like, is it 4th of July? Is there a reason why all these people, all these Americans are hanging out? I couldn't really understand it, and then I figured it out. The other thing I wanted to point out about Asia is the difficulty in eating for people who are vegan. But there's a lot of things where you're like, what is this? It's vegan?
Right.
Hi. Really? Okay.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken's
Oh,
vegan?
chicken. No, it was real. We figured it out, and we were fine eating, and but it's a little rough in some spots.
In terms of like, I guess this is general atmosphere of the shows and maybe the fans and stuff, how would you compare like shows maybe in like Tokyo to like here in Austin or at home in LA?
Yeah, I think the shows specifically in Japan and Tokyo, the crowd's very well behaved.
Really?
Yeah, it's a funny kind of phenomenon. When we first went there, I thought they all hate us. They're incredibly bored.
Yeah.
And then after the show, they all formed a single file line and bought T-shirts and asked us to sign stuff and took pictures. I was like, wait, so they liked it? I don't understand what's going on. But when we just played in Seoul, there was this really kind of strange, like there was something written about afterwards. It's like, we saw a rare sight today, a Korean mosh pit. This doesn't often happen, but when it does, it's like watching a cow on ice skates or something. It was like a very awkward kind of thing that this kid jumped on stage and sort of like wiggled his fingers at us and wagged his tongue, and we're like, well, I've never seen anybody do that.
He stayed on stage for like 2 or 3 songs. He didn't really know what to do. He was like kind of dancing, and we were like, I kind of was motioning to him like, if you're gonna,
the stage.
like get off or like, do your thing, and then maybe if you're gonna do a jump, do your thing. But he was just sort of like, he just didn't know what to do. It was funny.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
I also want to talk to you guys a bit about Collage Culture.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just released pretty recently, like a month or 2 months ago, and it's like a box set, right? And there's a book and postcards and there's a record. There's
a lot to it. It's a book that was designed by Brian Roettinger and written. There's 2 essays written by Mandy Kahn and Aaron Rose. So they did a book. We did a musical component that is a record that the right side of the channel is our music, and the left side contains excerpts from the book read by different people. And that was an edition of 1,000. And then there's also, which we have for sale tonight, but there's also a box set that has the record, the book, some extra prints in it, postcard, a tape, and a really cool kind of pizza box, silkscreen pizza box. But I think you can only get that from a distributor that's in Germany. The book is interesting. It talks about the idea of people, appropriating art, designers, artists, musicians, just sort of reusing everyone's work now instead of creating their own.
Last question, what everybody's wanting to know is, are you guys working on new stuff right now? You were kind of talking about this earlier, so anything you can tell us about what you're working on?
We've been writing some songs.
Wrong.
Okay,
here's the deal.
Shut up! You can't talk about those songs. No, we're playing a couple new songs tonight, and it's just kind of slow go. I think we're again, it's like everything we do. It's sort of just a challenge and amusement for ourselves first. And if it sort of seems to make sense and feels right and it makes sense, then it'll go on. We'll try to record it or something. So no plans yet on when a new record will come out, but I think just sort of putting it all together, pulling stuff out of thin air and kind of trying to till the soil. You know what I mean? You got to see what's stuff's not ready to be harvested yet. It's still just kind of putting all the ingredients in there and seeing what'll come out.
The translation is that we're going to record the record tonight, and it'll be out tomorrow. Gun outfit's here. Yeah. Cool. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.